Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to hear and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
big important win there for Chelsea at Turf Moor. The 3 o'clock focus is now on the way. 3 o'clock kickoffs, all coming up, rounded up on Realltom Football. This is the 3 o'clock focus, and this will be today's final stream of the day. Here you go.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again. Walking in the footsteps of giants. I do not believe my eyes. This is extraordinary. Greatness awaits.
Good afternoon, everybody, folks, and welcome back aboard to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, And I'll bring you the watch-along this afternoon, folks, everybody, for the 3 o'clock focus, which is a watch-along of all the 3 o'clock kickoffs in and amongst England and the Premier League, as well as some European scores as well. If you are watching the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Thank you very much indeed, folks, to everybody who is here today. And the kickoffs are coming your way at 3 o'clock, of course, because this is the 3 o'clock focus. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome aboard. We are in the background of the Vitality Stadium because it is Bournemouth against West Ham, which is top of the 3 o'clock list of fixtures. We've just seen a nice big win for Chelsea at Turf Moor. Of course, as a standard, we will be staying alongside Soccer Saturday and keeping you updated across all scores at 3 o'clock today. And this will be your last taster before the end of the day. Newcastle against Manchester City is to come later. And of course, just a brief reminder for you all that obviously normally we would be doing a 5:30 kickoff, but today there is a Christmas light switch on, which is holding me back from doing the 5:30 kickoff between Newcastle and Manchester City. So this is where we will close off today. We will be back for the North London derby and Leeds against Aston Villa tomorrow on Super Sunday, which is a normal schedule. We have got some bets live and in play then. There is an ACCA insurance in play, which is for Chelsea, who have won, Bournemouth, Brighton, Crystal Palace and Birmingham City all to win. It is a 50p stake. It returns £6.15. Bet builder for Burnley, Chelsea has come through as a positive. We want for Burnley or Chelsea to win that one. Over 1.5 goals, over 6.5 corners and over 2.5 cards, all through and correct. £2.20 on that one. We proceed with price boosts on these 3 o'clock kickoffs. We've got Brighton and Hove Albion to win over 1.5 goals in the first half and over 9.5 corners. That's £3.75 of a 50p stake. Crystal Palace to win over 2.5 goals and Ismail Assar to score 50p for £3.50 on that one. And the main price boost is for Liverpool, Crystal Palace and Manchester City all to win. £1 returns £6 on that one. So, those are the bets. £2.20 already back in the bag. And we are about 13 minutes away from the kickoffs at 3 o'clock on this Saturday. And of course, this is not just about the Premier League. We will be bringing you other scores. It is a case of me non-stop reading out scores to you and the 3 o'clock focus, really. So enjoy it. But we are going to start to log in to Gillette Soccer Saturday, which is my lovely companion for this new initiative to 3 p.m. kickoffs on selected weekends. And it is actually oh no, it sorted itself out. It was saying this was on Sky Sports F1, but no. Sky Sports Premier League, Sky Sports Premier League, Sky Sports Football, Sky Sports Plus, and Sky Sports News for Gillette Soccer Saturday, if you do want to join in and watch it. But we are going to stick to Sky Sports Premier League. In fact, no, we're going to go on Sky Sports Football, just so I don't get any teasers. And yeah, folks, it is 2:48 in the UK. Let's get through to some team news, analysis, league tables, and match information. Over we go to PremierLeague.com ahead of the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the 3 o'clock focus. Here we go. Let's just get over to the chat where Kamar is first to say hello. Good afternoon to you, Kamar. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. And welcome aboard to you. So just a little bit of a look into next week, just so I can keep you guys well and truly informed, because obviously I like to do that. Next Saturday, we will have the 3 o'clock focus again, and it will be Spurs against Fulham that we will be bringing you next Saturday in the evening, as opposed to Emerson against Newcastle. So you can enjoy the 8 o'clock kickoff there with us after the 3 o'clock focus. Super Sunday of game week 13 is a triple header in terms of kickoff times, but we are going to do 12 o'clock and 4:30 with Crystal Palace against Manchester United to start the day and Chelsea against Arsenal. And as Kumar says that, yes, tomorrow is Derby Day in North London. Do not forget that, because it is Arsenal-Tottenham at the Emirates Stadium. You won't want to miss it, and you can join us for all the build-up at 4:15 after the commencement of Leeds against Aston Villa. But yes, I am confident for tomorrow. Well, Coventry have just beaten West Bromwich Albion 3-2. Frank Lampard smiling and reacting to that one. They were 2-1 down last time I checked that score. So well done, Coventry. Sometimes you have to fight for wins. And that's exactly what they've done there. Big 3 points. Can there be some big 3 pointers, though, for Bournemouth, Brighton, Sunderland or Fulham, Liverpool and Forest, and Wolves against Palace? Well, let's take a check on the league table. So we're going to start off then. Wolves. We're going to start with Bournemouth against Fulham. AFC Bournemouth have dropped down to 9th after a 4-0 defeat to Bournemouth. They are on a -1 goal difference now. But if they can get a 2-goal win or more against West Ham, they will be back onto positive numbers in goal difference and the 3 points. Can move them on to 21 points, to within a point of Manchester City, up to 4th, dependent on the Sunderland results. A point for Bournemouth today would put them on to 19 points, level on points with Sunderland, dependent on their result once again. By goal difference, they would, of course, be behind Sunderland. As for West Ham, it is a chance with just a singular point to move outside the relegation zone after Burnley were defeated by Chelsea today. And they can move on to 11 points, level on points with Leeds United, who don't play until tomorrow, as well as Fulham. And dependent on their result, they could move as high as 16th. The 3 points for West Ham, they would put them on to 13 points, and that would be above Newcastle until they play against Manchester City later. So the potential to move up to 14th if West Ham can get a surprise victory against Bournemouth. Welcome into Niz Full, Dalini, Mahmood 3150. Welcome aboard to you. How you doing? Good to see you. And welcome aboard to you. We're moving on. And the next is Brighton as they take on Brentford. Okay, so Brighton then on 16 points at the minute. They can move on to 17 points with a draw. That would be level on points with Crystal Palace, dependent on their result against Wolves. And that by goal difference, they would stay put in 11th, but the 3 points for Brighton, dependent on the result of Crystal Palace, is a chance to move on to 19 points. That would be level on points with Sunderland, dependent on their result against Fulham. And the potential to move up to 5th because Tottenham don't play until tomorrow against us. Brentford are in the exact same position on 16 points with a 0 goal difference. They have the chance to move on to 17 points, level on points with Crystal Palace, dependent on their result against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And the 3 points have the exact same impact for Brentford. Once again, it is goal difference and dependence on the result of Sunderland. We're moving on once again, and the next on my list is Fulham against Sunderland. Fulham currently sit on 11 points in 15th, 1 point behind Newcastle. They can move on to 12 points with a draw. That would be level on points with Newcastle, dependent on their result later. Goal difference would keep them in 15th, but the 3 points for Fulham can move on to 14 points to within 1 point of Everton, dependent on their result on Monday. That would be level on points, and goal difference would hold Fulham behind unless they win by 4 goals or more. Sunderland, meanwhile, have the chance to move on to, 20 points with a draw. That would not be enough to do anything for them other than move them 1 point clear of Spurs going into the North London derby tomorrow. The 3 points for Sunderland, meanwhile, would put them on to 22 points, level on points with Manchester City, to within 1 point of Chelsea and to within 4 points of Arsenal. We're moving on once again, because next up in the list is Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. Liverpool in 8th at the minute. Not looking too great. They are behind Manchester United on goals scored or goals conceded. Manchester United with the chance, Liverpool with the chance to move on to 19 points with a draw. That would be level on points with Sunderland, dependent on their results today. And goal difference would keep them behind Sunderland. But with the 3 points for Liverpool, could have an impact of moving them on to 21 points, to within 1 point of Manchester City and above Sunderland, dependent on their result at Craven Cottage. Meanwhile, their opponents, Nottingham Forest, with the chance to pull out of the relegation zone. But can they do it with a point? They'd move on to 10 points with a draw. Level on points with West Ham and Burnley. Goal difference is -10. Level with West Ham and Burnley. So there would be some other factors to separate there. The 3 points for Nottingham Forest would move them on to 12 points. That would be level on points with Newcastle, dependent on their result against Manchester City. And they could move as high as 15th. Although if they win by 7 or 8, different story. And finally, last in the list is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Crystal Palace. Wolves on just 2 points. 3 points for them would move them on to 5 points. That would be to within 4 points of Nottingham Forest, to within 5 points of West Ham and Burnley. And a long way back. 3 points would be the total if they got the draw. Today, Wolverhampton Wanderers, -18 goal difference. It is not looking bright for them. Crystal Palace are their opponents, and they have the chance with 17 points on the board to move on to 18 points with a draw. That would be level on points with Liverpool, dependent on their result. Manchester United, Aston Villa, Tottenham. They have the chance to move with their +5 goal difference to move all the way above Aston Villa and to within Tottenham by goal difference. If they get all 3 points to Crystal Palace, they can move on to 20 points. That'd be level on points with nobody, dependent on the result of Sunderland, and into perhaps 4th. Okay, folks, that is 2:57 in the UK. So we're going to get ready for the kickoffs in this 3 o'clock focus. And it will be back next weekend as well. We will be here for it. We're going to be doing you a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but yeah, it will be a different Sunday, of course, next Super Sunday with that Crystal Palace against Manchester United fixture being at 12 o'clock as a bonus treat. And just to get you guys all aware, I will be watching the 2:05 kickoffs. I will have my eyes on the Nottingham Forest against Brighton game, given that Forest beat them 7-0 last time. Can Nottingham Forest, though, get a huge win at Anfield for the second consecutive time, the first time in their history they do that? And, of course, they've only recorded, I think, 1 or 2 victories at Anfield in God knows how long. Could be a big day for them. Can they get all 3 points at Anfield? The questions will be answered. It is 2:59 in the UK. So we are going to get our scoreboards ready to rock and roll because it is nearly 3 o'clock in the UK. Here we go. Once the clock strikes 3, we're off and running. Just wait a minute. I'm clock washing, and we are also waiting for Gillette Soccer Saturday to come on screen because, of course, I don't like to delve too much into the 3 o'clock scores elsewhere whilst Gillette Soccer Saturday are not keeping post on the Premier League. But we are off. We are rolling. It is 3 o'clock. Any minute now, the kickoffs will be taking a huge game next Sunday. But today, Forest's opponents are Liverpool. Marty HDMI is here. Welcome aboard to you. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. That is a 5:30 kickoff. I will not be here for it, as advertised via the Premier League predictions video yesterday, and also my announcements today and the community tab. Due to a Christmas light switch on. Your time, yes, but UK time 5:30. Right, Gillette Soccer Saturday, we are waiting for you. SuperScore is on and ready to go. We are rolling. Let's get this Gillette Soccer Saturday then started. And let's get this 3 o'clock focus started on Realltom football. And just a reminder, if you have or haven't seen my Premier League predictions video, all predictions in that video correspond to Super 6 and the Ladbrokes 1, 2, 3. So any of the predictions I made yesterday will be what I'm looking for today. We're underway in all but Brighton, Brentford. So we are just waiting for that one to kick off. Although SuperScore might be a bit behind on that one, who knows. But it is the North London derby tomorrow as advertised via promotional material and my voice. Right, we're going to jump straight to La Liga, where in a 1 o'clock kickoff, Celta got a 1-0 win away to Alaves. The 3:15 kickoff today is Barcelona against Athletic Club. 5:30, Osasuna against Real Sociedad, and 8 o'clock, Villarreal against Mallorca. In the German Bundesliga, 2:30 kickoff, see Heidenheim take on Mönchengladbach. Borussia Dortmund take on Stuttgart. Augsburg against HSV. Bayern Munich 1, Freiburg 2 at the minute. Wow. And Wolfsburg 2-0 down against Bayer Leverkusen. The 5:30 kickoff in the German Bundesliga is Köln against Eintracht Frankfurt. French Liga gets underway at 4 o'clock. Lens against Strasbourg. Rennes against AS Monaco. Then 8:05. The PSG against Le Havre. And moving down to the EFL Championship, where I can tell you, hang on a minute, Scottish Premiership, it is 0-0. Dundee United against Falkirk. Hibernian against Dundee. Rangers against Livingston. And an 8 o'clock kickoff tonight for Celtic against St Mirren. Good afternoon to Dragon Breath from Twitch. Welcome aboard. Liverpool versus Forest, Mansfield versus Huddersfield, Notts County against Colchester. And Bromley versus Salford on a both to score, please, wins you £40. Not bad. Right, down to the EFL Championship then, where the final scores were Bristol City beating Swansea, wow, by 3 goals to 0. 5-1 winners over Charlton Athletic. Were Southampton. What a victory for Southampton, by the way. Goal scorers in that one were Finn Hazard with 2. Casper Jander, Adam Armstrong and Ryan Manning. The Charlton goal scorer was Lloyd Jones. Coventry getting a late win over West Brom, who were down to 10 men. 3-2 it finished. The opener came from Onseland Hegebo. The second came from him as well. Goal back came from Josh Eccles in the 41st minute. Then Ellis Sims equalised on 56. Victor Torp on 61 got the winning goal to secure all 3 points. Birmingham City taking on Norwich City. Derby County on a hot streak at the minute, taking on Watford at Pride Park. Portman Road for Ipswich against Wrexham. King Power for Leicester against Stoke City. Oxford United against Middlesbrough. Huge game for Middlesbrough. Can they get the 3 points there? Portsmouth at Fratton Park against Millwall, who are in good form as well. Queen's Park Rangers at Matrode Loftus Road take on Hull City. Moving down to League One. Postponement, of course, for Exeter against Burton Albion. And we mentioned earlier the 1-0 lead for Plymouth Argyle. They have maintained that. I got it all 3 points at Vale Park. It is for the 3 points for Argyle and a happy pie face. Other games show AFC Wimbledon against Wigan Athletic, Barnsley against Luton Town, Bolton Wanderers take on Bradford City, Leyton Orient against Blackpool, Mansfield against Huddersfield Town, Northampton against Cardiff, Reading against Rotherham, Stevenage against Doncaster, and Wycombe Wanderers taking on Lincoln City. And then League Two final scores: Gillingham 1, Barnet 1 at 12:30, and Harrogate 0, Walsall 2. And the games at 3 o'clock: Barrow Cambridge, Bromley Salford, Cheltenham Bristol Rovers, Crawley against Accrington Stanley after a 2-2 draw last week, Crewe against Chesterfield, Fleetwood against Shrewsbury, Notts County against Colchester United, Oldham Athletic against Newport County, Swindon against Grimsby Town, and Tranmere Rovers against MK Dons. And there has been a goal in the EFL Championship. It is for Birmingham City. Let's have a look who the opener was. Scored by then. It was Marvin Duksch. So great start for Birmingham City at St Andrews. It is Birmingham City 1, Norwich City 0. Great start from Birmingham. Let's take a check on the Premier League, where all scores currently sit at 0-0. All scores currently sitting at 0-0. Let's go back down then. Italian Serie A half-time scores are Cagliari 2, Genoa 2, and Udinese 0, Bologna 0. 5 o'clock kickoff sees Fiorentina against Juventus. That looks like a good game. Napoli against Atalanta at 7:45. No things happening yet in La Liga, but in around 9 minutes' time, there will be a kickoff at 3:15 for Barcelona. Any updates in the German Bundesliga? There's been a third goal for Bayer Leverkusen, who've made it 3-0. Third goal scorer, Malik Tillman. And Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead against Stuttgart. They lead 1-0 from an Emre Can penalty. So 1-0 Dortmund, 2-1 to Freiburg at the Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich, and 3-0 leaders over Wolfsburg away from home are Bayer Leverkusen. Back down to the Scottish Premiership, where there has been a goal for Falkirk away to Dundee United. The opener was from Calvin Miller. In the 3rd minute, it's Dundee United 0, Falkirk 1. All the rest in the Scottish Premiership are 0-0. And I'm being told that Huddersfield has scored. So let's go down to League One to find out who the Huddersfield goal scorer is. No updates in the Championship, by the way. And it is 1-0 Huddersfield, 1-0 to Cardiff. Let's go to Huddersfield first, who lead. Mansfield Town, goal for Barnsley, just been ruled out. Bojan Radulovic in the 5th minute getting the opener. It is Mansfield Town 0, Huddersfield Town 1. And the other goal that went in League One was for Cardiff City at Northampton. Joel Colwell scored in the 7th minute. In the 8th minute, it is Northampton 0, Cardiff City 1. And all the rest in League One, currently 0-0. But there has been a goal for Notts County against Colchester United, just coming through right now in League Two. It's the first of the afternoon in the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Let's have a look, see who the Notts County goal scorer is for you. We're just waiting for that. And we will wait unless they go to adverts on Sky, which they shouldn't do just yet. I wouldn't have thought, but you never know. They're a bit unpredictable. There has just been a goal for Crewe Alexandra, conceded by Crewe Alexandra, because Chesterfield have not taken the lead. It's been ruled out. We'll just click out and click back into that Notts County one, because we're still waiting for the confirmed goal scorer at Meadow Lane. But it is Notts County 1, Colchester United 0, waiting for goal scorer confirmation. But Barnsley, there you go. Kane Vincent Young with an own goal. It's 1-0 Notts County at Meadow Lane. Goal for Barnsley against Luton Town, and it's Ray's Cleary who scored that one in the 7th minute. Barnsley 1, Luton Town 0. All the rest are remaining the same as things stand. Tranmere have taken the lead against MK Dons. Charlie Whittaker with the opener there in the 9th minute. It is Tranmere 1, MK Dons 0. Goal coming through at Swindon, but first, Chesterfield have scored at Crewe Alexandra and the Mornflake Stadium. James Barry with the opener for Chesterfield. 1-0 they lead away to Crewe Alexandra at the Mornflake Stadium. And Tranmere Rovers taking the lead. Swindon taking the lead against Grimsby Town. 1-0 it is. Who's the goal scorer? We'll find out for you momentarily. And whilst we wait for that goal scorer confirmation, we are going to move back up to the Premier League because we want to check on all the scores, of course. There hasn't really been any shouts yet from Soccer Saturday. Seems a bit quiet at the minute. And it is all goalless with 10 minutes on all of the Premier League clocks so far in the 3 o'clocks. Just waiting for that goal scorer confirmation at Swindon against Grimsby, where Swindon have taken a 1-0 lead over Grimsby Town. They are back underway in the Serie A. Cagliari 2, Genoa 2. And Udinese 0, Bologna 0 currently. Goal scorer confirmation is still not coming through for that League 2 game, so we are going to move away from that briefly. No score changes in the Bundesliga, no score changes in the Serie A. What about the Championship? Have we had any score changes down there? No, we haven't. 0-0, all but Birmingham, who lead 1-0 against Norwich at St Andrews. There has been a score change, though, in the Scottish Premiership, where currently Rangers have taken the lead against Livingston. It is Emmanuel Fernandez with the goal. Rangers 1, Livingston 0. All the rest remain the same. Let's have a look in League 1. Has there been any score changes? No, there hasn't. Has there? Nope. All the same in League 1. What about League 2? Any additional score changes to report? The answer is no. Nothing to report on. All the same at the minute, except for that Rangers scoreline change. Back up then to the Premier League, where we can have a look again to see if we've had an opening goal in this 3 o'clock focus. And yes, we have. And it's not going too well for Bournemouth. 5 consecutive goals conceded without reply. Callum Wilson has scored for the Hammers, who lead 1-0 at the Vitality Stadium. That is the opening goal, and it is Bournemouth 0, West Ham 1. Dogs are barking. But Bournemouth 0, West Ham 1. Callum Wilson with that opening goal there. The first goal of the Premier League 3 o'clock kickoffs. There you go. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 1. All the rest in the Premier League are 0-0. And we'll move back down to Serie A. No changes. Bundesliga, any changes? Second goal for Borussia Dortmund coming in right now with Maximilian Bayer scoring the second in the 41st minute. Borussia Dortmund 2, Stuttgart 0. All the rest remain the same. No changes in the Scottish Premiership. Penalty shout potentially. For who? Mike Dean just said, I think that's a penalty. But for who? We'll find out very shortly, I'm sure. But meanwhile, Championship, any goals? No. Still just a 1 at St Andrews. Still Birmingham City 1. Norwich City 0. All the rest 0-0. But there has been a second goal for Huddersfield away to Mansfield, which will upset Dragon Breath. But second goal then for Huddersfield Town away to Mansfield. And the second Huddersfield Town goal scorer is Dion Charles. So 7 minutes separating the 2 goals. Great start for Huddersfield. They lead 2-0 away to Mansfield Town. And all the rest of the scores are the same. So it is down to League 1, where has there been any score changes? No, there hasn't. Okay, that is it then. Back up to the Premier League once again. Fair enough. Yeah, surprising. Bournemouth, though, conceding 5 consecutive goals now without reply. Bit concerning. Need to get back on track. Okay. Back up to the Premier League then, where there has been no score changes at all. So we'll scroll back down as we tend to do until the advert break. No changes in the Scottish Premiership. What about the Championship? Has somebody else scored other than just that one goal at St Andrews? No. 15 minutes on the clocks now, and just the one goal at St Andrews in the Championship at the minute. So down we go to League One. And has there been finally a goal to report on? No, there hasn't. League Two. Yes, there has. There's been an equaliser for Colchester United at Notts County at Meadow Lane. And the equalising goal for Colchester United away to Notts County at Meadow Lane is... We'll wait for the goal scorer confirmation there. Meanwhile, Swindon are 2-0 up against Grimsby. Billy Bowden, the second goal scorer after the opener from Ollie Palmer. But back to that Notts County one, where the the equalising goal scorer is Harry Anderson for Colchester United, 1-1. And every other score remains exactly the same. There has been a goal for Wycombe Wanderers at home to Lincoln City. Sam Bell in the 16th minute opened the scoring. Wycombe Wanderers 1, Lincoln City 0. And all the rest, the same. And there has been finally a second goal in the Championship. And it is not from St Andrews. It is from Metro Loftus Road, where QPR have conceded an opener. Joe Gelhardt for Hull City, making it 1-0 on 17 minutes. And there's been a third for Huddersfield, who are on fire away to Mansfield Town. Let's have a look and see who the third goal scorer is for Huddersfield. It's 3 different goal scorers. It's Lasse Sorensen in the 60th minute, who's made it 3-0 to Huddersfield Town on 16 minutes. Concerning scenes for Mansfield. And there's been a goal for Motherwell. There has been a goal for Motherwell, and it's away to Kilmarnock for them, and they lead through Tawanda Mazwan Heath. So, Motherwell leading 1-0 away to Kilmarnock, and all the rest in the Scottish Premiership remain exactly the same. Equaliser for Bayern Munich against Freiburg, and it's Michael Elise just before half-time getting that equaliser. It is 2-2. Bayern Munich Freiburg at the Allianz Arena. Opening, no. Ignore me, not an opening goal, no. There has been an opening goal, though, at Udinese for Bologna, who have hit the front. Bologna leading. Dragon Breath just wants 1 goal from Mansfield. They are, from a very long time ago. Bug off. Spurs to beat Arsenal, my arse. Premier League-wise, just the 1 goal at the Vitality. Nothing else coming through at the minute. We will, just in a minute, scroll down to the Championship. In fact, we'll do that right now, because I have a sense that, hang on a minute, Livingston have found an equaliser at Ibrox. It is Rangers 1, Livingston 1, Tete Yengi with the 18th minute equaliser, all square at Ibrox. And just the 2 goals in the Championship coming from Loftus Road and St Andrews. All the rest of the scores are 0-0. 1-0 to Birmingham City at St Andrews against Norwich City, and QPR 0, Hull City 1 at Loftus Road. Down into League One once again then, where Huddersfield are the only team seeming to score, but hang on a minute, goal for Rotherham United against Reading. Offside, was it? Oh, 4-0. Well, Josh Benson has scored the opener at Reading, and it is 1-0 to Rotherham United in League One. Any score changes in League Two? No. Back up we go. And we'll have a look again at League One. There has been nothing. Nothing. All good. Right. Scrolling back up towards the EFL Championship, where we're hoping for another goal, really. And there hasn't been another goal. What about the Scottish Premiership? Nope. What about the main Premier League? No changes in the Bundesliga. Delayed kickoff for Barcelona against Athletic Club in La Liga. No changes in Serie A. And in the Premier League, it is just the one goal. It is just the one goal. Wow. But there has been a goal in Serie A. Cagliari taking a 3-2 lead over Genoa. And the Cagliari goal scorer to make it 3-2 is... You don't know who? I've just got to plug in the good old iPad because it's saying, charge me up or I'll kill you. Not literally. You get the point. Oh, there we go. Are we plugged in? Are we connecting power? Yes, we are. Perfect. Amondo. Right. The third goal scorer then for Cagliari to make it 3-2 is Gennaro Borelli, who's got his second of the day. Cagliari 3, Genoa 2, and a goal for Brentford. He's incoming at the Amex Stadium. Big goal that for Brentford, you would feel. A bit of a stirring one. An unhappy Luke Links. Brighton 0, Brentford 1. Who is the Brentford goal scorer? Just awaiting the goal scorer confirmation at the Amex Stadium. But meanwhile, we'll have a quick scroll at the EFL Championship because there might have been some more goals to report on. And we are still not at adverts yet on Soccer Saturday. So making the most of it. In fact, I think the goal has been ruled out at the Amex Stadium or is subject to VAR check. Let's have a little look. The goal, I feel, has been disallowed. We'll go to commentary and just check. Igor Thiago was the goal scorer, and it's offside. So no goal there for Brentford at the Amex Stadium. Just the one goal then in the Premier League. What is 890 Gaming in the house? Welcome aboard to you. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Huh? Udinese 0, Bologna 2. Second goal scorer then for Bologna is 2 quick fire goals as well there. 5 minutes separating the two goals. Second goal for Falkirk. Check that in a minute. In fact, we'll go check that now because it is a second goal for Falkirk. It's an own goal from Yevhenyi Kucherenko. And Dundee United 0, Falkirk 2. Are we underway yet in La Liga at Barcelona? Yes, we are. Delayed kickoff in that 3:15 scheduled kickoff time. And the Udinese Second goal conceded was scored by Tommaso Pobega. 2 goals in 5 minutes for him. Udinese 0, Bologna 2. A quick fire set of double goals to change the perspective of that game. Birmingham City have taken a 2-0 lead then at St Andrews. Jay Stansfield in the 21st minute, getting that second goal. Birmingham City 2, Norwich City 0. Portsmouth have taken the lead at Fratton Park against Millwall. Zach Swanson with the goal there. Leicester have scored through Steffi Mamadidi against Stoke to lead 1-0. And all the rest are currently 0-0 in the Championship, but there has been a goal reportedly for Bromley and for Salford. Let's have a look. Bromley. Hang on a minute. We'll go to League One first. I don't know what league Bromley are in. In fact, there's been a goal in League One, has there? Leyton Orient 1, Blackpool 0. Aaron Connolly with the goal there. No other changes. League 2. Bromley 1, Salford City 0. Omar Sawunmi in the 24th minute to give Bromley the opener. 1-0. 2-0 Chesterfield away to Crewe Alexandra at the Mornflake Stadium. Lee Bodis adding to the scoring after James Berry's opening goal for Chesterfield. It is Crewe Alexandra 0. Chesterfield 2 at the Mornflake Stadium. Fleetwood are leading Shrewsbury by a goal to 0. Ryan Graydon with the opener there. 1-0 to Fleetwood. And it is Swindon 2, Grimsby 1. A goal back for Grimsby, scored by Kieran Green, 2-1. Goal for Accrington Stanley away to Crawley Town. The goal scored for Accrington Stanley is going to be confirmed in a minute. 0-0, I believe. No goals in League One. Well, it's better than, isn't it? We are just awaiting then the goal scorer confirmation. Accrington Stanley leading against Crawley Town. Do you know what? We'll get back to that in hang on. Have I already reported on the Motherwell goal? Let's have a look. No, I haven't. Motherwell 2-0 up away to Kilmarnock in the Scottish Premiership. And Tawanda Mashwan Heath with his second. A brace for him. 2-0 Motherwell. And no other goals to report on in the Scottish Premiership. Back up to the Premier League. No other goals other than the one at the Vitality. Blimey. Yes, blimey. Nice. Okay. Bundesliga. Nothing to report on. And delayed kickoff, Barcelona Athletic Club. Wolf in the 4th minute. Robert Lewandowski has opened the score for Barcelona, who lead 1-0 against Athletic Club. Barcelona 1, Athletic Club, Robert Lewandowski. Moving on to the Scottish Premiership, where we can have a look again, but there's been no changes. So moving on and swiftly down to the EFL Championship, where it's still Birmingham City 2, Norwich City 0 at St Andrews, QPR 0, Hull City 1, Portsmouth 1, Millwall 0, Oxford United leading Middlesbrough. Luke Harris, 28th minute, Oxford United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Moving down to League One. Any changes? No. League Two. Second goal for Tranmere Rovers against MK Dons. Charlie Whittaker with his second of the day. And it's Tranmere Rovers 2, MK Dons 0. And there is a penalty at the Amex Stadium. I'm not going to spoil it for myself. So penalty for Brighton. Penalty for Brentford, rather. And they do this time have the lead at the Amex Stadium. I think it's Igor Thiago who's scored it. Brighton 0, Brentford 1 from the spot. And Brentford this time have the lead with assurance. Brighton 0, Brentford 1. Igor Thiago gets his goal this time. So there you go. Those are the current score lines in the 3 o'clock focus and the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. And what perfect timing that is, because they are going to have the first advert break of the afternoon on Gillette Soccer Saturday. So we'll take a nice quick break ourselves. For encroachment, keep me posted. In fact, I'm going to have that on commentary so I can get the updates. That can be the focal point on SofaScore whilst we wait for goal stands. There we go. It is 1-0 to Brentford. Thank you for the update, Dragon Breath. So we are just waiting then for Gillette Soccer Saturday on Sky to get back from their advert break. Once they do, we will get back to reading out all the scores for you lovely people. But for now, quick break for me and my voice. Good biscuit. Goal! And a massive one for Nottingham Forest. It could be huge. It's Forest who lead at Anfield again. Hold your horses. Keep those hats on your heads. Nottingham Forest lead at Anfield. It's a massive goal if it stands. But, oh my word. Nottingham Forest lead at Anfield. Hold your horses though. Just wait a second. But it is pandemonia if this goal stands. Keep those hats on your heads. Just wait a minute. Make sure it's all confirmed. Get the goal scorer confirmation in. All that shit before we get carried away. The goal is given. It's Murillo. And it's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest at Anfield. The biggest goal of the day by an absolute certainty. Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1. What a humongous goal that could be for Nottingham Forest. And a real turning point it could be in their season. Liverpool 0, Forest 1. Goal confirmed and stands. I'm just going to follow on with Soccer Saturday because there is a VAR. I'm just following on with Soccer Saturday because of the VAR on it. So I'm just going to, I think it stands, but I'm just going to make sure because SofaScore isn't always right. Oh. West Ham two 0 up. Oh, wow. Oh, 2-0 Forest. 2-0. 2-0. Oh, my God. It's 2-0 Forest. Oh, yeah. VAR check over. VAR check fucking over. It's 2-0 Forest. Shit the bed. Oh, my God. Right. Oh, my God. It's 2-0 Forest. I can't believe it. 2-0 Forest. Christ on a bloody bike. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. Awaiting the 2 goal scoring confirmations at the Vitality and Anfield. Oh, Callum Wilson with number 2. Jesus Christ, it's all cracking off. It's all gone off like a bomb. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. Callum Wilson with number 2. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. It's all cracking off now. It's all come alive. So, Callum Wilson, Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2, and Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. We will get there. Don't worry. We will get there. And we'll stick with Soccer Saturday, of course. So it's So I think it's VAR at the minute. I don't know. I'm going to put the VAR back on the... Yeah. So it's been changed on SofaScore. We'll just wait a second. I mean, I'm going to make sure that everything's correct here. So we're just waiting now, patiently. Jesus Christ. That was a mad couple of minutes, that. Right. In the meantime, it is Norwich City scoring 1, getting 1 back against Birmingham at St Andrews. I can't read out any goal scoring confirmations because of the Liverpool Forest controversy. Goal disallowed. Thank you. I think we'll settle that one then and read out the goal scorer for you at St Andrews for Norwich City. The goal back is from Matthias Kavisgarden, and it's 2-1. League One then. Wimbledon, nothing changed. Barnsley 2-0 up against Luton Town. Patrick Kelly with number 2. Barnsley 2. Luton Town 0. And all the rest remains the same. League Two then. Bromley 2-0 up against Salford. That is a new goal to me. And it's William Hondermark who scored it. 2-1 Crew back in it at the Mornflake. Penalty from Emre Tezgel. Is that a new goal? No. No changes then at Tranmere. Let's have a look at the Scottish Premiership just briefly. It is Hibs 1, Dundee FC 0. Kieran Bowen has scored the opener there. Hibs 1, Dundee FC 0. Kilmarnock 0, Motherwell 2. Rangers 1, Livingston 1. Dundee United 0, Falkirk 2. So both of the Dundees currently behind. It's been disallowed. Check on the scores in the German Bundesliga. It is a goal back for Stuttgart at Dortmund, and Dennis Undav, former Brighton player, has scored it. Borussia Dortmund 2, Stuttgart 1. All the rest are exactly the same. Same can be said for La Liga. Is that a second goal for Bologna? I see. No, it is not. So no changes in the Serie A. And there are no changes in the... Yes, in the Premier League. And yes, thank you. Just recovering from that mad couple of minutes. Derby County, are we surprised at the minute? Have taken the lead against Watford. Is the most recent goal coming in from the EFL Championship, which means that only Portman Road is goalless at the minute in the EFL Championship. Derby County 1, Watford 0 at Pride Park. Goal scorer is Dion Sanderson in the 36th minute. Derby County 1, Watford 0. Moving on to League One. Any changes? No. League Two, any changes? No. Okay. Just the one goal to report on then, and SofaScore has refreshed itself. Checks on the German Bundesliga for you again. And there is no changes at all. In the Serie A, there are no changes. And no changes in the Barcelona Athletic Club game, which is slightly delayed in La Liga. Any changes in the Scottish Premiership? The answer is none. Any changes once again? Right. Okay, they're going to adverts. So it means that we are going to sit back and enjoy the Premier League once again whilst they have their advert break. And it does set us up nicely as we're going into the half-time whistles in the Premier League. And of course, as you are aware, the way we operate on this channel for the 3 o'clock focus is that once the last half-time whistle in the Premier League has gone, we take our half-time break. And of course, once the first whistle goes for the second half, we're straight back to reading out scores. No, he won't get sacked this season. Like I said, I told you this a million times. He won't get sacked. Will not get sacked. FSG will not sack him. FSG won't sack him. I'm telling you free of charge right now. FSG will not sack him. You can ask for it and you can want it, but it won't happen. I doubt FSG give a stuff, to be fair. Not going to tell a lie there. I doubt FSG give a stuff. Christmas adverts. The Grinch. Love Actually. The Holiday. White Christmas. Mean Girls. Despicable Me 4. A Minecraft movie, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Oh, blimey, O'Reilly, they're going quickly on Sky. On that bloody Sky Cinema advert for Christmas. If you haven't already, do make sure you are smashing a like on the stream. Hit subscribe if you haven't already as well. I'm not laughing at the minute. I'm surprised. I can imagine. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what would happen between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. That's why I didn't put it on my Macca Insurance today. Very surprised by Bournemouth, though. I want West Ham relegated, so sort it out. We are waiting for the half-time whistles in the Premier League, and we are also waiting for this advert break, which is about to end from Sky Sports, and we can get back to the scores reading out now because there's been an equaliser. It's 3-3. Cagliari against Genoa, and the equaliser there to make it 3-3 is yet to be confirmed. We'll get back to that. Oh, hang on. Nope. It's just come through. Aaron Martin makes it 3-3. Genoa's equaliser. Aaron Martin, 83rd minute. How many goals more will there be in that game, or will it stop there? Second goal for Mönchengladbach. And it's Haris Tabakovic with the second for them. And Borussia Dortmund lead 3-1 now. Serhu Girassi after half-time in the 53rd minute, making it 3-1 in response to Dennis Undav's goal back. Still, VAR check on that goal. Well, we'll see what that leads to a little bit later on. Quick run through of the remainder of the scores. There is no changes in the Scottish Premiership. What about the the EFL Championship? Birmingham City 3, Norwich City 1. Marvin Duksch with his second goal of the day. He's on a brace and he makes it 3-1 to Birmingham City against Norwich City at St Andrews. And Leicester City have taken a 2-goal lead against Stoke City. 1 minute added on. Patson Daka with the goal on the 44th minute. Stoke 2-0 down at the King Power Stadium. And it is no check. Oh, no. Queen's Park Rangers have equalised against Hull. Ilias Chair in the 38th minute. 1-1 at Medtrade Loftus Road. Down to League One, where it is Barnsley 3, Luton 0 now. 2 goals that I have not noticed. Patrick Kelly and Luke O'Connell on the score sheet, and it is 3-0 Barnsley. And all the rest. Oh, no. Wickham 2-0 up against Lincoln. Sam Bell with his second, 2-0. League 2 is 2-2. Grimsby have equalised against Swindon. Found themselves 2-1 down, but Danny Rose scores a penalty, and it's 2-2 going into half-time at Swindon. And it's straight back up to the Premier League as we approach the half-times. Nothing to report as it's half-time at Molineux. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Crystal Palace 2. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2 is about it at half-time. Brighton 0, Brentford 1. Bitterly disappointing that for Luke Link's Brighton. Also goalless between Fulham and Sunderland. Liverpool 0, Forest 1. And like I said, once the half-time whistles have struck, we will be heading for a quick break on Realltom Football. And of course, you guys know the drill on the 3 o'clock focus. We do not stop our break until the first Premier League fixture has kicked off. And remember, we finish at 5 o'clock today. If the games are not done by 5 o'clock, we will stop because I do have to get a move on by 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock is the cut-off point for today, I'm afraid. And that's always the case with the 3 o'clock focus, but I need to get a jog on because I've got dogs to walk and I've got to be at the switch on for 5:45. Half-time, Fulham 0, Sunderland 0. And half-time at the Vitality, Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. Oh dear. 2 remaining going, Brighton 0, Brentford, the Buzzy Bees 1. They're all correct, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Half-time. Are coming thick and fast, hopefully. No half times yet. Still waiting on them. Once they come through, once the last half-time whistle has gone in the Premier League, we will cut off for our 15-minute half-time period, approximately, of course. We do not come back and to reading scores until the first half-time whistle has gone for the second half. It is half-time at the Amex, so Anfield is all we're waiting on now. They're in 5 minutes at a time. It's about to hit half-time at Anfield. When they do, we will stop the scoreboards and we will take a very quick break and come back on screen for a bit of chit-chat. And it's half-time at Anfield. There you go. So, in the 3 o'clock focus, it is currently Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2, Brighton 0, Brentford 1, Fulham 0, Sunderland 0, Liverpool 0, Forest 1, and Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 0. Coming up, folks, is the North London derby tomorrow on Super Sunday. Massive occasion. And I'm going to take a quick break. So, enjoy this promo. Derby Day in North London then tomorrow at 4:30. All the build-up comes from 4:15. It is a massive occasion because it is Derby Day in North London. Come on, you Gunners. Arsenal Spurs tomorrow at the Emirates. The North London Derby is on its way to you. Come on, you Gunners. Massive, 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 massive. Big, big occasion. Big game, big importance, big meaning, big everything. One win in 8. Not great, is it, Ashik? Not great, is it? But yes, there you go, guys. I'm sorry that you guys have to listen to those promos, but I do like to put you through it every now and again. And we are now going to listen to Soccer Saturday talk us through what has happened. Oh, there you go. That's the first stat for you. Callum Wilson with his first league double in over 2 years. Surprise scoreline, must be said. So yeah, folks, very exciting in the Premier League, I have to say. It was the point where Liverpool Forest took the 1-0 lead and then Forest went 2-0. It was all just went mad. You know what I mean? Ooh, there you go. Some brilliant half times there in the Championship. And yeah, Marker Champions Coventry. We'll see. We'll see. But as that promo says, the Tottenham players hang their heads. Is this going to be Arsenal's day on Derby Day? I think so. Okay, we're just waiting then, people, really now. If anybody would like some scores reading out to them or letting know of, please do let me know and I will find them for you during this half-time period. But if not, we're just going to sit back, chit-chat if you want to. And we're waiting for the second half to get underway in the Premier League. Well, there's been no goals at Molineux, so not great for that price boost. And there has not been over 1.5 goals in the first half at the Amex Stadium, which cuts off any chance of that one coming through, I'm afraid. So goodbye to that one. And we do need Liverpool and Crystal Palace to win in order to keep the price boost for Liverpool, Manchester City and Palace all to win alive. And Crystal Palace to win over 2.5 goals. And Ismail Assar to score is still alive. But there needs to be a goal flurry at Molineux in the second half. So one price boost gone, 2 left. And the Accra Insurance, of course, still alive with Birmingham leading, Bournemouth not, Brighton not, and Palace not. We'll see how it all goes in the second half. Well, let's just take a quick check on Super 6, shall we? I mean, I want to have a look at Jamie Carragher's predictions compared to mine, to be quite frank with you. So let's have a little look. And the current round is yeah. The big score of Liverpool Forest. £4:00. We are going to scroll up to the Premier League because it is nearly time second half to get underway. So, right up to the Premier League then. We are waiting for the first of 5 to get back underway for the second half because the clock has now hit 4:00. So, yeah, we will just wait now for the first whistle to go for the second halves. I'm just going to update my scores whilst I wait, so patiently. So if you bear with me on my social media thing, we will have a graphic as well come out a little bit later on when the final whistle has gone between Newcastle and Manchester City. Kickoff, remember, 5:30 for that one if you want to watch it. So we are going to just quickly update that for you. Right, currently 1-0 to Forest, and currently 0-0 Wolves Palace. Oh, we're back underway at Molineux. It is time for the second half. Then here we go. Back underway at Molineux. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bournemouth. We're back underway then at Molineux. We are back underway at Molineux. So we will start the process of reading out very soon. Just updating my banners because I am, like I said, I'm going to have to scoot pretty quickly today. But we are back underway at Molineux. The first second half whistle to go. And now that we are back underway, we'll get started with reading out those lovely things of scores. So, the final whistles have gone then between Cagliari and Genoa, where it is finished 3-0. The equalising goal from Aaron Martin was the sealer for Genoa, and it finished 3-3. There was a red card in there, though, for them. Let's take a little brief look into this red card, which was the second yellow card to Brooke Norton-Cuffy for Genoa for a bad foul. Okay. Final score then, once again, Cagliari 3, Genoa 3. Great game, and there was a third and final goal for a bit of finesse from Bologna in a finesse second half to seal the win. Federico Bernardeschi with the third and final goal on 90+4, and it finished Udinese 0, Bologna 3. Still to come in the Serie A is Fiorentina against Juventus. Approaching half-time, it's Barcelona 1, Athletic Club 0. Goal scorer was Robert Lewandowski on 4 minutes. And it is 2-2 between Dortmund and Stuttgart. A second one from Dennis Undav in the 71st minute to equalise for Stuttgart for the first time. And Bayern Munich have now pulled away from Freiburg. They were 2-1 down at one point, been 2-2 for a while, but now Harry Kane and Dayot Upamecano have scored goals to make it 4-2. 2-goal cushion for Bayern Munich. Surely that is the 3 points in the bag for them, as you would expect. And 3-1 to Bayer Leverkusen. Goal back from Dennis Vavro to make it 3-1 to Bayer Leverkusen. Just got started between Lens and Strasbourg, where it is 0-0 in the 6th minute. And we'll move down into the Scottish Premiership, where we're back underway in all but one. And the scores are Dundee United 0, Falkirk 2, Hibernian 1, Dundee FC 0, and Kilmarnock 0, Motherwell 2, Rangers 1, Livingston 1. EFL Championship is starting to get back underway. Birmingham City 3, Norwich City 1, Derby County 1, Watford 0, still half-time. Ipswich 0, Wrexham 0 at Portman Road, the only game left in the EFL Championship that's goalless. Leicester 2, Stoke 1. Was there a goal back there? Yes, there has been. Jun-Ho Bain on 48 minutes. Early second half goal for Stoke to respond. Remains Oxford United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Portsmouth still 1-0 up against Millwall at half-time against Millwall at Fratton Park. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Hull City 1 at Loftus Road. Any changes then in League One? Let's have a little look. Nothing yet, but the scores are as follows. Wigan Athletic against AFC Wimbledon, and it's 0-0 so far. Barnsley 3, Luton Town 0, still half-time. Bolton Wanderers 0, Bradford City 0. Leyton Orient 1, Blackpool 0. Mansfield 0, Huddersfield Town 3. Northampton 0, Cardiff City 1. Reading 0, Rotherham United 1, Stevenage 0. Doncaster Rovers United, 0. Wycombe Wanderers 2 up against Lincoln City. Moving on to League 2, where it is Bromley 2, Salford City 0. William Hondermark and Omar Sowunmi on the score sheet 2-0. Oh, we're stopping there because it's a 2-0 lead for Forest. Forest 2-0 up. Unbelievable. Wow. Twists and turns all the way through this Saturday. Nottingham Forest 2-0 up. Will it stand this time? We'll have to wait and see. Nottingham Forest 2-0 up. Nicolo Savona will make sure it stands. But as far as we're aware, Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 2. I think that goal standing at Anfield, unless we hear otherwise, 2-0 to Nottingham Forest at Anfield. Dragon Breath will update us if I need to change the score, but we'll move down because there is things happening, people. We were currently, I think, looking at League 2, so we'll go back down to League 2. And there has been an equaliser for Crewe Alexandra at home to Chesterfield at the Mornflake Stadium, and the equaliser has come from Callum Agius in the 47th minute. So Crewe Alexandra 2, Chesterfield 2, and all the rest remains the same in League 2. Okay, any changes in League 1? The answer is no. Up to the Championship, where it is a case of, retaking the lead are Hull City. Ennis Destan for Hull City, and it's 2-1 to Hull City at Metro Loftus Road. Into the Scottish Premiership, where there looks to have been a goal at Kilmarnock, and there has been a goal at Kilmarnock, which is a goal back for Kilmarnock through Scott Tiffany to make it Kilmarnock 1, Motherwell 2, back in it. Thank you for the update. Goal stands at Anfield, Liverpool 0, Forest 2 is something special. Still no goals at Craven Cottage or Molineux, but it is Liverpool 0, Forest 2, Brighton 0, Brentford 1, and Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. All the away sides leading in the Premier League. There are no home sides who have scored a goal yet in the Premier League today. Great manager. Barcelona. We've refreshed. Right. Barcelona are 2-0 up going into half-time then against Athletic Club. They scored a late one. It was Ferran Torres, and it's Barcelona 2, Athletic Club 0 at half-time in the delayed kickoff between those two in La Liga. German Bundesliga, there's been a goal from Mönchengladbach, and the latest from Shooter Machino, 76th minute, 3-0, game over surely. 5-2 to Bayern Munich now. Goal latest scored by Nicholas Jackson to make it 5-2 to Bayern Munich, and Augsburg 1-0 HSV through Anton Cade, and still 3-1 to Bayer Leverkusen. Soboslai right back again, Jesus Christ. 12 minutes in, Lens 0, Strasbourg 0, the first in the French Liga. And down we go. Scottish Premiership once again. Any changes? The answer, no. Moving on. EFL Championship. Any changes? Let's see. No. Moving on. League One. Any changes? No. Moving on. League Two, any changes? Yes, goal for Cambridge United away to Barrow. And it's Peli Ruddock Mpanzu, who used to play for Luton Town, who has scored for Cambridge United, and it is Barrow 0, Cambridge United 1. Any more changes? No changes other than that in League Two. So, I do a little bit, but FSG will not sack him. Right, straight back up then to the Premier League, where we are still updateless, all bar the Forest goal. Scottish Premiership, no changes still. And we move on. Quick check on the Portuguese league to see if there's any notable teams that are leading. Let's see. No. And it's been an equaliser, a huge one, and it's for Middlesbrough. It's for Middlesbrough because Morgan Whittaker's equalised. And let's have a look and see what the impact is on the Championship title race. Middlesbrough are level at Oxford. The gap is currently 7 points. If they get all 3 points in Middlesbrough, which they do need, the gap will only be 5. Borough through Morgan Whittaker, back in it against Oxford at the Kassam Stadium. Come on, Borough. Did Portsmouth score a goal that I didn't hear about? Yes, they did. And it's Tristan Crammer with an own goal. 51st minute, 2-0 Portsmouth at Fratton Park, at home to Millwall. And QPR level again against Hull City. Jimmy Dunn with the latest goal to equalise again for QPR at Loftus Road, 2-2. Disagree. I can't remember. League One, rather. Any changes? Red card for Leyton Orient. Who has been sent off then there? Let's have a little look at the commentary section, where there has been a second yellow card in the 47th minute for Tayo Adaramola for Leyton Orient for a bad foul. So Leyton Orient 1-0 up through Aaron Connolly, but down to 10 men against Blackpool. If Manchester City lose, yes. Okay, moving on from that red card situation at Leyton Orient. And it is no changes other than that. League Two. Oldham have taken the lead against Newport County. That is the change. There you go. Josh Hawke, 53rd minute. And it's Oldham Athletic 1, Newport County 0. First goal in that game. And the last time I saw Oldham Athletic, there was no goals. Straight back up to the Premier League then. On we go, on we go, on we go, on we trek. And still no updates from the Premier League. I've just heard a 4-1 shout for Birmingham, so we'll get to that in a minute. But first, Bayern Munich have taken a 6-2 lead over Freiburg. And Michael Elise has got a brace because he scored the latest, 84 minutes. Bayern Munich 6, Freiburg 2. Ekiti coming on for Liverpool. And there is a VAR check at Dundee United against Falkirk. Whilst all the rest remain the same in the Scottish Premiership. But VAR check in progress. Dundee United, Falkirk. And down to the Championship, where Birmingham City have taken a 4-1 lead against Norwich City. And Jay Stansfield has his second, 54 minutes. It is 4-1 Birmingham City at St Andrews. Still goalless at Portman Road, the only stadium to not have a goal yet in the Championship so far. And the scores other than that remain the same. 4-1 Birmingham City, the latest goal in the Championship. Moving down to League One once again, where there has been an equaliser for Northampton against Cardiff City. And Ethan Wheatley has scored in the 57th minute to equalise the Joel Colwell's opener. It is Northampton Town 1, Cardiff City 1. All square in that one. Down to League Two then. And it is a second for Fleetwood against Shrewsbury and Lewis McCann. 2-0. No further changes in League Two. Nothing else he can do, exactly. I mean, they're chasing the game, 2-0 down. Could get a bit messy. There's still not been a single home side that have scored in the Premier League this season. Excuse my words. Sorry, today in the Premier League. That is, I mean, there's got to be some kind of record for home teams not scoring in the Premier League. I don't know. And the scores remain exactly the same. Oh, so it was 2-2 at Dortmund, but they've retaken the lead. And could Karim Adeyemi be the saviour with the 89th minute goal? Could it be the winner? Borussia Dortmund 3, Stuttgart 2, that one on a knife edge. Liga, Lens against Strasbourg, the only game so far, and it's still 0-0. We move down. Scottish Premiership, any changes? The answer, none. Moving on. First, Wow. Goal shout. Goal shout. Crystal Palace lead. Crystal Palace 1-0 up. Daniel Munoz. Finally, we have an opening goal for Crystal Palace, who lead 1-0. There you go. Dan Munoz makes it 1-0. Crystal Palace ahead at Molineux finally. Good Lord. Yay. Whoop-de-doo. Crystal Palace finally ahead. Wolves 0. Crystal Palace 1. Daniel Munoz. Come on, Palace. There you go. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Crystal Palace 1. Daniel Munoz with that one. Team sheets now available for Newcastle against Manchester City, which is the 5:30 kickoff today. I will not be here for it as a one-off occasion for a Christmas light switch on. And Derby County have taken a 2-0 lead against Watford. There's been a goal for Colchester at Notts County. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, there's been an equaliser again for Stuttgart. And it is Dennis Undav with a hat-trick. It's 3-3. It's a thriller. Borussia Dortmund 3. Stuttgart 3. It could go anywhere. It's ping-pong. What a game in the Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund 3. Stuttgart 3. Undav hat-trick. How many more will there be in that one? Who will take the points? Until what? Second for Hibs, who do lead 2-0, and Jamie McGrath with the latest. Hibs 2, Dundee FC 0 in the Scottish Premiership. No other changes in there. We do need to scroll back up in a minute, but first, goal scorer for Derby County to make it 2-0 against Watford is Sondre Klingen Langas, 54th minute. And I think it was League One, was it? Colchester. I am aware. Massive. I'm sorry, I'm just... they've gone to advert, so I need to be quick here. So I don't miss anything in the Premier League. Let's see. Where was it? There it is. Mansfield. No, Notts County. It was the... miss anything. Where's Notts County? There. 2-1. Colchester United turn it around from a goal down. Micah Mabick makes it Colchester United 2. Notts County 1 at Meadow Lane away from home. Back up to the Premier League now because they are on an adverts break, need I mention, on Sky Sports. That's tomorrow. I'll show you the promo really quickly. 4:30, Super Sunday. Not today. No, mate. Okay. Amari Hutchinson on for Dominguez, did you say? Off. Forrest going attacking. That is rather interesting. I get it there. Yeah, I get you. It's all right. I forgot that Amari Hutchinson moved from Ipswich to Forest. Goal back from Mansfield, 3-1. We will get to that in a moment. I will pin that comment to the screen if nothing else comes through to remind myself to read out that score once Sky are back. I do not want to miss anything that happens in the Premier League, so we will just wait for Sky to come back before we do scroll into the depths of SofaScore. And we can now get back to reading out scores. So let's go down straight away with a quick scoop of the Scottish Premiership, where it's 3-0 now to Falkirk away to Dundee United. Great win for them. Brian Graham, 63rd minute. It is 3-0 to Falkirk. 2-0 Hibs, 2-1 Motherwell, and Rangers 1, Livingston 1 still. Yeah, that must be a woman. I don't know, but it's not. I mean, for a start, it's Arsenal Spurs, not Spurs Arsenal. So we're at home, so definitely not the right North London derby. Anyways, moving on from that nonsense. Right. 3-2 QPR. Thriller up and down. Equalisers retaking the lead, but a change in the momentum because Roman Martinborough has scored for QPR, who make it 3-2. What a game in the Championship. It is 3-2 between QPR and Hull City. Goal for Crystal Palace. Goal for Crystal Palace. Jeremy Pino. 2-0 Palace. Goal Palace, 2-0. Pino. Pino. I know. Pino. They're saying it's some goal on Soccer Saturday. Well, hopefully that proves to be in the highlights later when I watch them back. But it is 2-0 Palace. Pino. Oh, Pino. Jeremy Pino. Oh. 2-1. Bournemouth. Tavernier penalty. Goal. Bournemouth back in it. Penalty. Marcus Tavernier. 2-1. Come on, Bournemouth. Stop West Ham from getting any points. I want them relegated. I want West Ham relegated, so Bournemouth, sort it out. And that is the first home team to score in the Premier League today. Has there been any more for me to report on, or can I get back to eating my biscuit? I can get back to eating my biscuit. Do you know what I'm sick of? West Ham winning. I'm sick of West Ham winning. I want West Ham relegated. Come on, you cherries. 2 goals needed. Beat them. Relegate them. All the scores full time now in the Bundesliga. I'll read them out to you nice and clearly. Heidenheim 0, Mönchengladbach 3, 3-3, Thriller, Borussia Dortmund, Stuttgart. What a game. Augsburg were down to 10 men, beating HSV 1-0. Bayern Munich 6, Freiburg 2. They were 2-1 down at one point, Bayern. Great comeback and win for Bayern, winning by a 4-goal margin from what could have been a draw or a defeat. 3-1 winners over Leverkusen. Wolfsburg were by Leverkusen, who were 3-0 up at half-time. 1 back in the second half from Wolfsburg. 3-1 it finishes. Still no goals in Liga between Lens and Strasbourg. Let's take a check into Scottish Premiership. 3-0 Falkirk. Have I seen that? Oh, I've already seen it. But it is 3-1 to Motherwell. And it is a Apostolos Stamate Lopoulos penalty. in the 68th minute at 3-1 to Motherwell. Down we go into the EFL Championship. Okay. Thank you for those substitution alerts. Moving on. Still 4-1 at St Andrews. Oh, goal back for Watford at Pride Park to disrupt the flow a bit. Luca Kjurumgaard with the goal back for Watford. Derby County 2, Watford 1. Millwall gone down to 10 men against Portsmouth at Fratton Park. 2-0 down. Not looking great for them. Who's been sent off? For Millwall, it is a straight red for Joe Bryan. And it must have been serious foul play. League One then moving down. Wow. What a scoreline. Barnsley 4-0 up now against Luton Town. Latest goal was an own goal from Gideon Kodua. 62 minutes on the clock. And it's not looking great for Jack Wilshere. Wimbledon do lead though. They've scored against Wigan Athletic. It is Alistair Smith on 70 minutes who's got them the lead. Wimbledon 1, Wigan Athletic 0. Leyton Orient have gone down to 10 men against Blackpool. Did I already read that one out? I think I did. I'll move on from that. Cardiff have retaken the lead against Northampton, who equalised through Ethan Wheatley. But Ethan Wheatley, 3 minutes after scoring at one end, has scored at the other end, but an own goal, and it's 2-1 to Cardiff City. Restoration of the lead. And Lincoln with a goal back through Justin Obikwu. And 2-1 to Wycombe Wanderers. And there's been a goal for Brighton, who have equalised against Brentford at the Amex. I think it's Danny Welbeck who scored. Let's find out. That is the second home side of the day to score in the Premier League. Danny Welbeck indeed. 1-1 Brighton, Brentford. All square in that one. And plenty to play for there. Latest goal then. Danny Welbeck, Brighton 1, Brentford 1. There's most certainly not going to be a day in the Premier League where a home side fails to score yet, is there? But it's a good thing in Super 6 terms. So, 1-1, Brighton, Brentford. Back in it are the Seagulls. And that will be one slightly happier Luke Links Brighton. We are still goalless at Craven Cottage. Jesus Christ. Oh. I do not save energy drinks. No. No. Do I drink them? I thought you said save. Yes, I drink energy drinks. Okay, moving on. I bloody need it when I'm going this fast. Right, moving on. We're going to go down for a bit of a scroll where Barcelona, 6 minutes into the second half, have a 3-0 lead over Athletic Club. Fermin Lopez with the latest goal, 48 minutes. And it's Barcelona 3, Athletic Club 0 in that delayed 3:15 kickoff in La Liga. All done in Bundesliga up until Köln Frankfurt at 5:30. League One, still no goals. Let's go down to the Scottish Premiership, where there are no changes. No changes in the Championship either. League One. No changes. League Two. Is that a goal for Cheltenham? It is. I've missed it. Jonathan Tompkinson, 70 minutes. Cheltenham 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Equaliser for Crawley? Yes, indeed it was. I'm quite late for it, though. Bloody hell, I've missed that, haven't I? Kabongo, Tishimanga, 65 minutes. Crawley 1, Accrington 1. And it's 3-3 all of a sudden between Crewe Alexandra and Chesterfield at the Mornflake Stadium. Goals coming from Dylan Markandane for Chesterfield to restore the lead. But again, Crewe equalised. James Connolly, 4 minutes later, 69 minutes, 3-3, 75 minutes on the clock. Where will that one go? Fleetwood 3, Shrewsbury 0. Fleetwood surely have won that one. Matthew Virtue Fick with the third and probably final settling goal. Could there be more done? We'll wait and see. Oldham now 2-0 up against Newport County, responding to Josh Hawks' opener. In the 75th minute is Joe Quigley to make it 2-0 Oldham. Still 2-2 Swindon Grimsby and still 2-0 Tranmere over MK Dons. I don't like coffee and tea, really. 0-0. Oh, we've got a Fratton Park update. We've got a Fratton Park update for you all. A Portsmouth update. And no updates in the Scottish Premiership, just as we scroll past it. And we do need a quick earpiece change. So if you bear with me, I will get that earpiece change in a moment. But Portsmouth have conceded. Millwall are back in it. And it's Mihailo Ivanovic makes it 2-1. They're down to 10 men, Millwall, but in with a fight. Fratton Park, 2-1. Right, quick earpiece change. Bear with me. Okay, we've got the earpiece change. We're back. And let's continue. Down then into League One, where there are, change. And it is Charlie Savage with an equaliser for Reading against Rotherham United. It is 1-1 there. League Two now, where there has been any goal changes, maybe. Let's have a little look. There's been a goal back for MK Dons against Tranmere Rovers, and it's John Mellish, 1 back. Tranmere Rovers 2, MK Dons 1. The chat are trying to get my attention. Oh, okay. Twice in a row now, Ricky. Can't be too surprised. Absolutely. Forest will be kind of invigorated, really, by the fact that they won last year at Anfield. It's definitely, Liverpool were there for the taking, and Forest have definitely done that. So the credit goes to Forest, always. They are a great team, and Sean Dyche finally starting to hit those good notes now. They're not going to be in a title race or a Champions League race this year, but this could be a turning point today for them. And all the Premier League scores are still the same. For Sean Dyche, not bad, is it? I kind of get the points where people are saying Slot won the league with somebody else's team, but building his own, can't do it. He did. He's a very good manager, Jurgen Klopp. There's no denying it. He's a very good manager, and Liverpool love him, and he loves Liverpool. Rangers have scored in a game which was going nowhere for a while. It's 2-1. And we will get back to that one shortly because there's been an equaliser for Bournemouth. Good Lord, finally. Enes Unal, 2-2. Equaliser, Bournemouth, come on, get the win, beat West Ham. I want them relegated. 3-0 Forest, oh my fucking God. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. Enes Unal with the equaliser. If we get any updates to say otherwise, we will let you know. Moving on to Liverpool Forest, where it is 3-0, is it? It looks to be that way, doesn't it? Who has scored for Nottingham Forest? It is Morgan Gibbs-White. Of course it is. And it's not Callum Hudson-Odoi today who scored the winner at Anfield last season for Forest, but he scored both of the goals against Liverpool for Forest last season. Morgan Gibbs-White, though, today is the third and probably final Nottingham Forest goal scorer. A huge scoreline, massive win. Liverpool 0, Forest 3. Humongous. And there you go. There it is on the screen. We'll get it changed for you on the ticker. I so badly want to sing a Forest chant right now because it's delightful. And you guys know that I have a soft spot for Nottingham Forest. And I am delighted. I mean, not even from the Liverpool point of view. I'm not even fussed. The Liverpool, I honestly, I wasn't bothered about Liverpool's result. I'm more delighted because it's Forest. Do you know what I mean? You guys know that I have a soft spot for them, and I'm delighted. I'm delighted to see that scoreline. It's nice to see Nottingham Forest get a good win like this. When I see scorelines like that in favour of Forest, I just want to be there. Because I do have a soft spot for that club. Great win for Forest. What a performance, what a win. And in a game that also was going nowhere, it is, Fulham 1-0. Bournemouth West Ham drama. Fulham 1-0 up. Fulham 1-0 up at Craven Cottage in a game which has had zero updates whatsoever. I don't think we're going to get a chance to look at the Premier League, the other scores again now. Fulham 1, Sunderland 0. Raul Jimenez, 6 minutes to go before the full-time whistle or added time. At Craven Cottage, Fulham lead. And are there any changes? No, not in the Premier League. Right, we are going to get a chance to Brighton 1, Brentford 1. Oh, I know. Not happy at all, are you? Right. Any changes in La Liga? Athletic Club have gone down to 10 men against Barcelona, who lead 3-0 at the minute. So let's have a look and find out who that red card was for. It was for Ohihan Sanchez. He was shown a straight red card, and it was probably a serious foul play one as well there. Still 0-0 in Liga between Lens and Strasbourg. Scottish Premiership, it is a case of no changes. So we move down to the EFL Championship. Where has there been any changes? Let's see. No, there hasn't. League. Go Brighton. Go Brighton. Can't check anymore. Brighton goal, Brighton goal, Brighton goal, low. They've turned it around. Jack Hinshaw-Wood, Luke Link's delight. And it's Brighton 2, Brentford 1. One of the youths. Brighton 2, Brentford 1. Jack Hinshaw-Wood on the score sheet with what could be the winning goal against Brentford. It's 2-0 to Brighton. And we are begging Bournemouth for a winning goal. Begging! Because I want West Ham to lose. I want West Ham relegated. I will demand and push hard for a Bournemouth goal. I hear a goal shout, and I think I have no idea who it's for. Do you know what? Honestly, I love Nottingham Forest. And, I mean, a real example of a time that I'm not going to pull out the match day programme for it, but a real... I mean, obviously, I've got that memory of the Ipswich one. It was amazing. That was a game that I will never forget. The penalty shootout, the magic, that was really some City ground magic. Just that ending. I loved that game. That was one of my favourite moments of being a neutral at the City ground. That I do have a massive soft spot for them, and I do feel a lot of delight seeing this Forest score. But I'm not delighted until West Ham lose, because I want them down. Come on, Bournemouth. Check on the Barcelona score. Nothing changes. Right, we're going to have a quick scroll. Scottish Premiership. No changes. EFL Championship. No changes. League One. 5-0 Barnsley. What a win for Barnsley. Latest scorer is Davis Kelly-Adun. 5-0 Barnsley against Luton Town. Bad day for Jack Wilshere. Wigan Athletic have turned things around with 2 goals within 10 minutes from Harrison Bertoni. It's Wimbledon 1, Wigan Athletic 2. And Wickham 3, Lincoln 2. There's been some goals in that one. Freddie Draper for Lincoln. Then Jack Grimmer making it 3-2. And no changes, but we need to go down to League 2 very quickly. Barrow 0, Cambridge United 2. That's a new goal to me. Pellegrini Kampanzu with a second. That's a brace for him. Looks to be a 3 points for Cambridge United. Any more changes? Please tell me no. There has been a goal back for Shrewsbury against Fleetwood, where it's 3-1 at the minute. Ismail Kabia, 83rd minute. 1 back for Shrewsbury, the latest. Oldham Athletic, Newport, leading 3-0 against Newport County. Josh Hawkes for his second of the day. 2-2, Tranmere and MK Dons. MK Dons down to 10 men, pulling it out of the bag. Kane Thompson-Summers with what could be the equaliser. Will it stay that way? Who knows? Oh, late penalty at Pride Park. That could upset the Derby County fan. I know a few Derby fans, so oh. Oh. Come on, Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Come on, you cherries. We want you to win the game. I want West Ham relegated more than anything in the world. So win the game. I can't. This has been, honestly, the game has just gone pop since that Forest opener. I swear to you. Oh. Yet another great 3 o'clock focus. I love it. I love it. I love this. Because I feel it. And the good news is all of my Premier League games are in 90 plus, so I should be done by 5 o'clock. Get in. That is a bonus for me. And I don't think we're going to have a look at any more EFL scores, are we? No. We're going to... maybe a quick look. Yeah, go on. Quick. Lens nil, Strasbourg nil. Yeah, okay. 3-0. Yep, still Barcelona 3-0. Right. I'm going quite quickly here. Scottish Premiership. Any changes? The answer is no. All still the same. And it's goal Watford 2-2. And it's Ado Kayembe with the penalty scored 2-2. Could that be Derby's winning run over? Can Middlesbrough get a late win? Who knows? QPR holding on to that lead after finally getting somewhere in a comeback against Hull City. It'd be a great win for them at Loftus Road. Any changes from League One? Let's have a look. Final score, Wolves 0, Palace 2. Full-time whistle at Molineux. Final whistle's got at Reading as well. First one in the EFL so far. Any changes to the scores? No. League 2, any changes to the scores? There's been final whistles though at Bromley, Crawley. And right, moving on. Brentford, penalty Brentford. Oh, I've bleeding left that on. Sorry, folks. I suppose that was convenient, though. Come on, Bournemouth. Oh, my God, it's 3-2 Watford. What a comeback by Watford. 3-2 Watford. They'll be bloody fuming with the Derby fans. Wow. Oh, well done, Colchester. Well done, Cole. All right, I need a Bournemouth goal here. Come on, Bournemouth. Oh, come on, Bournemouth. Delight me. No, I'm not. I've told you this already. No. Sorry, folks, but no. Christmas lights wish on tonight. It's a one-off. Right, penalty, Brentford. Bournemouth. Come on. Penalty Brentford. Oh, it's saved. Finished Bournemouth West Ham 2-2, fuck's sake. But Brighton look to be getting all 3 points. Final whistle, Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2, Brighton. Penalty save. Have Birmingham City won the game against Norwich City? I need to confirm that to make sure that I get a free bet on the ACCA insurance. We won't get a free the £6.15 though, due to Bournemouth failing to beat West Ham. Yes, indeed, they have. Big win for Birmingham, 4-1 over Norwich City. Great victory, that. What a victory. Fulham are going to claim all 3 points in a game which has been very boring at Craven Cottage, but it finishes Fulham 1, Sunderland 0. We are 16:56. We've got a few minutes left of our time today, but the final whistle has gone, and it's a huge win for Nottingham Forest. A massive, massive victory. Wow. Wow. We're just waiting for the final score now at Brighton, and then we will close on this 3 o'clock focus. It is kicking off at Craven Cottage. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe the rain and a boring game, all adding to the atmosphere. Who knows? But all kicking off there. Blimey O'Reilly. We are waiting on the final score then at the Amex Stadium. All right, I'm just waiting for the Brighton final score. Then we will close for the day because, of course, for this one-off Saturday, I will be not here for the 5:30 kickoff as it is Christmas Light Run Day in my local area. Don't forget, the 5:30 kickoff is Newcastle against Manchester City. Sky Sports is the place to see it. And that should be it. Final whistle has gone. Thank you all then, folks, for your company. What a great 3 o'clock focus. What a great Saturday. Enjoy Newcastle against Manchester City. And we will see you all tomorrow for Derby Day in North London because it's Arsenal against Spurs on Super Sunday.